Welcome in. It is day 58 and you're speaking with the Meeples Champion. Today, we're going to be jumping into the game that is the first of a trilogy of games that I know of. I own two of them. The third I haven't had a chance to play yet. This is the entry level of those games, and that game is King Domino. King Domino is a tile placement game that the concept is quite simple. You have these tiles that have two spots on them. They tend to be filled with water or desert, forest, caves, and each of these has potentially it's two of the same or it's one and one. They also have on the spots crowns. The crowns are how you score. So, how do you play the game? Well, you place out your meeple. If you're playing in a 4-player game, whoever is first to go can pick any of the next 4 showing. It's always set up that when they come in, whatever is the lowest number goes to the top and the highest number goes down the bottom. So basically, the more powerful is the higher the number. And so if you decide to go for the most powerful thing on the board, you're going to be at the bottom, meaning the next round you're going to have a later pick than the other players, limiting your choices. So when you place these out, how do you get these points? Well, there's 2 bonus scoring. One of them is a 5-point bonus if you're able to make your kingdom and have it so that your actual keep is the dead center. The other is that you're able to keep it a perfect square, meaning you have made sure that that is completely filled in, nothing is shifting outside or empty slots. That's a 10-point bonus. But the main way is trying to make sure that you're slowly expanding the amount of territory that is similar and getting crowns into the territory. So you can only score things based on the similarity, meaning even if I have a square that has 2 crowns on a cave and also has a desert on the second square, that desert doesn't get anything. The crowns are only scoring for the cave. And therefore, every other tile that touches that connects caves, is going to get 2 points per each of their caves because of these. So if you connect it and you say, okay, we have 5 caves and 3 total crowns, you're going to get 15 points, 5 times 3. But they have to be physically connected. It doesn't matter that the tile that has the 2 crowns has a desert on this side, and then that desert connects to another desert that on its other side has another cave. They're not connected. They have to have all the actual cave spots be physically touching each other. So you're trying to slowly put together different groupings, and at the end of the game, you'll go, okay, let's score each grouping. Here's my forests. I've got 13 of them, but only 1 crown. 13 points. I've got 10 of the water, and I've got no crowns. No points at all. You know, I've got 4 deserts, but I've also got 4 crowns. I'm getting 16 points. It may have been the fewest out there, but the multiplication worked out for me. You add these, then you do your bonuses, and then you score. That's the game. So, how are we judging this? Let's jump into our 7 categories. Category 1, the art. The art is really nice in this game. It's a very kid-friendly, but it doesn't push away the experienced or older players. The actual tiles are well designed and they grab the eye. I think that the art's very inviting, and there's a reason that this game not only is a high-selling game, but has won awards. Thumbs up on the art. The components. Well, there's only really one component. The component is the tiles. You do have a keep, but it's really just for show. There's nothing particularly special about the keep. The keep is made out of cardboard, just like the pieces are made out of cardboard, and it's all very well designed. I don't see this stuff breaking down. Thumbs up on the components. Your price. This is extremely affordable. You're going to get this for probably in that $25 range, and you're going to find it easily. You're going to find it at most board game stores. You're going to find it at most Targets and most Barnes and Nobles, and maybe even at some Walmarts. It's obviously online. It's out there. Easy to get. Big thumbs up. Good job on the price. Your difficulty. It is not difficult. This is a game that is 100% meant for kids and beginner gamers. I don't feel that prevents an experienced or an expert player from wanting to play it, but for them it's more of a cool down game. I think that if you are an experienced or an expert player, you're going to kind of look at this game and go, not sure. But that's a great thing about the company. At some point, I'll get around to doing Queen's Gambit, and they definitely amp up that difficulty to allow it to go more into that experienced player's realm. But for this one, I do feel that this is not one that prevents those people from wanting to play. It just becomes more of a occasional game. Big thumbs up on the difficulty. Replayability. This is extremely replayable. You don't play this once. You play this 2 or 3 times in a row. And it may not be one that you, if you are experienced or expert player, get out often, but you could toss at the table once in a while. But if you're a beginner or if you're a kid, I think this is a game you're going to play a lot. Thumbs up on the replayability. Your keys to victory. There are, really surprisingly, a lot. Because what do you want to do? Do you want to be straightforward and go for the big scoring caves and just hope that nobody stops you after you've made your first grab? Or do you want to commit to, I'm going to go after the forest or the water because there's a vast amount, there's not many crowns, but if I can snag a couple, I could make a real big points. Do I want to try and just mix it up and basically see if I can get a little bit of everything? Or am I specifically always targeting the cheapest possible crown on the board, giving me the option to potentially, even if my crowns don't have a good multiplier, have a way to injure my opponents because their big spaces don't have a lot of crowns. If you're able to somehow snake a crown every round, even if those crowns don't connect to a lot of others, it's a great way to limit points, and you might find that you win or come close to winning because it's an extremely low scoring game. I think the keys to victory are vast. Big thumbs up. Unique. It's almost got me 7 thumbs ups, but it is not unique. You already have queens. This King Domino, Queen's Domino is the follow-up. So you already have a follow-up in its own series. It's tile placement. It's got some cool factors to it. I like the crowns, but it's tile placement. You always get some kind of a point value based on placing out tiles. You know, it's cool that it's a medieval theme, but we've seen games with medieval themes before. I don't feel this has something so over the top that makes it unique. And for that reason, I cannot give it the thumbs up. I have to give it a thumbs down. It's not a bite at the game. It's not me trying to say it's bad. It's just being honest. So overall, what do I think? I think this is a really nice game. If you have kids that are interested in board gaming, or if you or somebody you know is newer to the hobby, pick it up. It'll be a great game to just play on occasion, help you get games to the table easily with those who may not play very often, or people who may not like the same games as you do. And if you are experienced or an expert player, it doesn't hurt to have it in your collection so that you can have some of your family or friends who are beginners or occasionals be able to jump in and play. Do I think that you should play it? It's a yes. Do I think that you should buy it? It's a yes. Get in your collection. I've gone sometimes a year without playing, and then I've gone every day playing it for a week or 2 weeks. It's a great game to have there for the occasion. It's not too much money, and it doesn't take up much space. Well, that's just been my opinion. Today has been day 58. We have been speaking about King Domino, and you're speaking to the Meeples Champion. Like, share, subscribe, and check down below in the description where you're going to be seeing me put up the Amazon link for this game in case you wanted to add it to your collection. Thank you. I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.